Alright guys, that is a community watch in the city of Compton. What made me become an activist was we were up in Crestline, California with my family and Cali girl's boyfriend. And we were just chilling. It was a school day off, a holiday. And San Bernardino sheriff up in Crestline, we were standing on the side of the mountain and just came up to me, grabbed my ID, ID'd myself and my kids. I didn't know my rights. And then when he found out I didn't have a record, he just threw my stuff on the hood and took off. 2 years went by. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. Like I said, I didn't know my rights. And one day I was watching a video on YouTube, and I don't know how I stumbled on it, but I saw that they tried to do the same thing to somebody. But the difference was they knew their rights and they stood up for themselves, and they didn't get ID'd because they weren't doing nothing wrong. So my jaw dropped and I realized that that officer violated my rights. So I started watching YouTube religiously for about 8 months, and then one day I just went out and bought a couple cameras, and that's how I became an activist. I started auditing just to see if I could. When I was auditing, there was really News Night Houston, Batman Camera, Bunny Boots. So I always thought you had to be an educated college guy to do audits and stuff. And then I started seeing some more normal people doing activism like that. And so I decided to go audit. And I guess I just fell into my own. But I audited the first time just to see if I could do it. Yeah, I don't know. I learned so much from all the auditors. Patience and just be mild-mannered from Nasty Nathaniel and the cameraman. I've learned so much. It's hard to pinpoint, but yeah, I appreciate all the auditors that I've been out with. Yeah, it's just hard to pinpoint that. That's a hard question. I've learned a lot off of the auditors that I've went out with. Even the new guys, you always learn something from each other.
So, I'm working right now, so I'm not too worried about it. You guys do your job, I do my job. What was that?
How much you make a year? Over 100,000 to stand around?
Check out the security of the station right now, okay? It's a public building. We got to make sure everything's secure. You guys aren't up to no good, okay?
How would you do? Okay, say I gave you my ID. How would you figure out if I was up to no good? That's a dumb.
I may not, but I may also find out who you are and if you've had any other contacts or any problems, or if you're on probation or if you're on parole or anything like that.
That again would be none of your business.
Well, it is actually my business.
No, it would not. No, it would not be none of your business.
So I'm hoping you're not on probation. Otherwise,
I'm hoping you just slow your roll down and stop with your thing about the probation thing, because it's not going to get you nowhere.
All right, it's a yes or no question.
I don't have to answer you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Even the Supreme Court says we don't have to answer any law enforcement.
No, we're not sovereign citizens.
We're not sovereign citizens.
We're not sovereign citizens.
We're not sovereign
citizens.
Well,
you're whatever you want to be. I mean,
I'm an American citizen.
Yeah, I'm an American citizen.
I'm glad you're an American citizen.
Exercising my rights. I went and bought a camera and I'm using it freely.
Cool. I got no problem with that.
Well, we obviously do, because you asked me for my ID to figure out if I was doing something wrong.
I'm going to go round and round in a circle with you guys. I'd appreciate it.
Well, then go back inside.
We're getting a ton of calls about you guys.
That doesn't matter.
You know, being in the parking lot, doing all this, it's a little bit suspicious. Okay?
People's paranoia does not trump our rights, sir.
Well, to a certain extent, you're right.
No,
But at
to
the
a
same
full
time,
extent, to a full
we have to
extent.
make sure that you guys aren't out here
Until
doing
I break
something you're not supposed to be
break a law, sir, you have no jurisdiction. We're on level playing grounds. Actually, you work for me until I commit a crime.
Well, I don't actually work for you, but that's fine. I work for the County of Ventura.
Okay, so for the taxpayers.
sheriff,
No.
I work for Jeff Dean, who's the sheriff. Okay?
Exactly. Thank you. Wait a
Sheriff
minute.
is elected by the citizens, correct?
Okay.
We're going to argue semantics.
D. James says he doesn't work for the people. He works for the sheriff, and I believe that we elected the sheriff. So he's saying he works for the sheriff.
Okay, so the bottom line is
The bottom line is you're dismissed, and we don't want to talk to you.
Okay,
anymore,
and the
so-
bottom
then
line
don't talk
is,
to me.
Well, then go.
I can go on city or county property.
Yeah, it's our property.
You can't trespass.
You can't loiter there with no business.
This is
I
our
have to
business
get
right
your
here.
recording with the camera.
But
That's
you're
our
not telling
business.
me what business you're
We don't have to tell
I don't
you.
have to.
We're not your property.
You have to have legal business.
This is legal business. Photography, yeah.
So
You
if
can't
tell
trespass
me
in
what
the
legal
city.
business
I don't have to tell
I'll
you.
say, all right, I'm on my way.
You're nobody to me.
It's that simple.
You're another
You
man.
cannot trespass me from city or county property
Yeah.
unless I commit a crime.
Why? I'm not your property that I would have to answer you.
Videotaping
I'm not your
is my
bitch.
purpose to be here. Which
And
means
you
I'm
can
not
videotape all you
loitering.
want.
You need to.
See, I would have told you what I was doing, but when you came off and you started with the ID crap,
No, you told me that you didn't want to answer any questions because you're doing a story. You didn't want to tell me what story you were doing.
and that's not my
We
right.
don't. We have a Fifth Amendment right to remain
Okay.
silent, don't we?
Well, have you?
Yeah, I would say our work has been positive here in California for the way that the cops treat auditors and photographers, and yeah, we see it all the time. I was blessed enough when I started auditing that nobody had done a lot of the Southern California area, so wherever my kids and I went, it was all fresh territory. But now it seems it's harder to find the tyrants, even though they're still out there. A lot of the departments know what's up, and it's not just to me. It's the people that preceded behind me: Tom Zebra, Ricky Monday. You know, there's a lot of people here in California who have paved the way for me before me, and then hopefully I have paved the way for a lot of other auditors here in California. And it's all about the movement, and we need to make sure that we make a platform for the next person to be able to be successful at this. To people that generally don't understand what we do, I would say you just have to really watch and watch more than one video so you can see the totality. I think if you watch 10 different channels, you'll get a good grasp of what our movement's about. Yeah, I think the best way for people to understand, I would believe, is to grab a camera and go show them. But our channels are pretty self-explanatory about what's going on. If somebody's willing to listen, I think as an activist, we can find the words at the moment to convey our message in a positive way, in a maybe non-biased way also. So that's what I would say, and I think Bandit agrees. This is Bandit, guys. This is Pork Chop's little brother. So that's my little ugly Bandit.
Hi. How you doing?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am high.
You're high.
Yeah.
High on life, right?
Huh? No, I smoked a blunt a little while ago.
Good for you.
Give me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought it was somebody that didn't know the rights, huh?
What's that?
You thought it was somebody.
Just coming to check, see what's going on over here.
Oh, what's
We
going
got
on
a
with you?
ballot process going on.
Huh?
Well, I said we've got a ballot process.
Oh, you mean this girl didn't call you guys to come over?
What girl?
You're dismissed. Have a good day. You could go now.
You can go now.
No, you can go.
I can stay here just like you can stay here.
Is that what you get paid for?
I do.
Really? Mm-hmm. Look like an asshole getting that close to me.
Wow.
You wouldn't do that if you didn't have a badge
I'm a
and a gun.
citizen. I can be here too.
You're an employee under your official capacity.
Can I not be here just like you can? Can I? You know the rules. Can I be here just like you can?
You're gonna leave, you're dismissed regardless of how long it takes. Your ego's keeping here and you're acting like a dumbass.
Can I
And
be here like
check
you?
it out, you got vampire teeth.
Can
Come
Can
here,
I
check
be
this
here
out.
like you?
I swear, come here.
Can I be here like you?
Check out his teeth, bro. This guy ain't human. Look at his teeth.
Can I be here like you?
Are you a reptilian? And why are you trying to intimidate me?
Do you feel intimidated?
No?
Okay, then I'm not trying to intimidate you.
You're trying
Am I?
Yeah.
How's that?
by getting so close to me thinking you're
I
a
can
badass.
stand here.
Oh man. You're
Okay.
soft.
Thank you for your opinion.
No, I can see it in your eyes. You hide behind stuff. You've lived your whole life hiding behind that badge. But yet you don't have the courage to patrol those streets. I patrol the streets just with my camera. You don't have the heart without that badge and without the gun to patrol the streets that you do and to act the way that you do.
Okay.
You know that I'm actually your employer.
Okay.
In any other job field, if you treated an employer like this, you'd get fired on your ass, bro. But you, because you know that you have no repercussions for your actions, because I could tell you're evil. How many lives have you changed? Lying on reports and all this stuff. Serious. When you put when you lay down in your bed, you know, your head hits the pillow, how many lives have you changed, and do you have any remorse for all the lies and all the cover-ups how many years you got? 20 years in the force? How many lives have you changed, bro? You're gonna have to meet your maker one day, and you're gonna have to answer for all those lives that you changed, lying and conniving and taking taxpayers' money and then treating people like you're treating me right now.
My must piece to have with me when I audit is my phone and my camera. That's your phone is, you have to be able to contact somebody or go live. I would rather forget my camera than my phone, because with my phone I still have a camera. But your lifeline is your phone. I think that would be my the piece that you definitely do not ever forget. But the only things I audit with is my camera and my phone. I don't do GoPro. I don't do none of that other stuff. I just I try to just show up like a regular person with a camera. So that's what I'm trying to convey. The advice that I would give a new auditor preparing for your first audit is, first of all, reach out to another activist and get some advice. Look up your local laws on trespassing, your stop and ID laws, if there's any in your state. Also get acquainted with the First Amendment and maybe case law in your court district. Just like here in our court district, we have Fordyce versus Seattle, which covers Washington, Oregon, California. So it would be good to, wherever you live, to see if there's a court case in your court district. And just watch videos and watch the people that are effective and the people that have a good track record, and try to pick up some stuff from them and maybe wrap your heart and your mind around it, and you can translate it as your own message in your area. So that would be the advice I would give, is just to educate yourself and research.
Sit this down so it doesn't get broken.
Walking on the sidewalk.
Oh,
Oh, my balls. Hey, can you do that again? Did you see that shit?
Yep. Watch it.
Ooh, yeah, that was a nice one. Yeah, that was a nice one.
There you go. He wants this to go to you.
What are you're arresting him?
Yeah, he's going to go.
For what?
He can talk to you about that.
So they'll take him to jail.
Yeah, I have some regrets in a lot of audits. I have over 1,000 audits, so my behavior is probably the biggest regret on some of them. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree. Not that it matters, because at the time and moment, you know, it's my butt on the line. So at the end of the day, I'm going to do it my way. It's my freedom I'm fighting for out there at that moment. So yeah, I regret. It's my own actions and my own mouth that I would say I regret the most. Yeah, I would put the blame on myself as far as that goes.
Good. Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. Any reason taking photos and video cameras at the refinery?
No.
No? Okay. You either, sir?
What was that?
You either? Can you not multitask?
Are you part of a gang?
Yeah, that's rude, man. We don't have to
Are
answer
you
you.
part of a gang? You have tattoos.
Are you doing anything you're not supposed to?
No, are you?
Nope. You're being free.
Right. I'm only going to ask that you guys don't block the sidewalk for any pedestrian traffic. Do you guys understand that?
Keep your hands right the scene.
Excuse me, sir?
Keep your hands right the scene.
I don't know who you are or what you're trying to do right now.
It's just letting you know how it feels when you guys pull up and start giving directives and stuff.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
all.
and
That's
it's for
all.
safety. It's for safety. I can clearly see both your guys' hands.
We're doing it for safety too.
Okay.
Because we don't have guns. You're the one.
I don't know that.
But it was this
Do I know
place.
that?
But this place was perfectly safe until the man with the gun arrived.
Okay.
Now you made it unsafe.
Actually, I'm trying to make it safe for you and for them because
We don't need you, man. Thank you though.
Okay, then you guys are free to go.
No, you're free to go. You're
No.
dismissed.
Okay, I don't have to leave.
If we're free to leave, we're free to stay.
Actually, you cannot block this.
We're
right
not
away.
blocking, and you have to
Actually,
prove you can't. Somebody has to prove that I'm blocking them.
Sam 20. You
Do you know California Penal Code 148.G, sir?
148.G? I know California.
So we're filming you right now, which gives me a purpose to be standing here. And since there's nobody walking, I'm gonna show you guys. Wait a minute, I'm gonna show you guys. It's my purpose. My purpose.
Of what? Of what law?
I don't need to tell you, sir.
Exactly, because you don't have one.
The fact that I'm here recording is my purpose, and you better learn about the First Amendment, sir, or you're gonna learn today really fast.
You know what the First Amendment is?
Yes, it's
What
freedom
is
of press, sir.
it? It's freedom of press?
Yeah, and I'm gathering information, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and you know the Fourth Amendment, sir.
Yeah, and reason.
And do you know how California 148 subsection G, sir? Which means that
Again, do I need to go over it?
this cannot be deemed as, just because I have a camera, as long as I'm in a legal place, cannot be anything suspicious. So I want to cut off all contact because now you're interrupting my video. You have a good day though, okay?
First of all, I want to say thank you to Brian King for this interview. This is my first interview. I probably won't do another one after this. I hate being in front of the camera. This is about the movement, and this is about the government. So I just hate being highlighted, but I thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. You guys, please go sub to Brian King. He's done interviews with Big Nick, and he really tries to help out the auditors in the movement. So, big thank you to Brian King. To all my subscribers, I want to say thank you very much. I'm very humbled from all the love and support you guys give me, the donations, the comments, the encouragement. I couldn't ask for more. This has surpassed any ideas that I would have ever had. But I never had no ideas. I just started recording and posting, and that's just. I want my channel to be about the movement. I don't want my channel to be about me. So I've tried to put in hard work and make sure that the people that I attract through my work and my audits and my cop watching, and not through anything else. So I'm really humbled. I really appreciate all the people that have been with me. Like that cop watch that I just put up with Ben, who's a subscriber. He's been with me since my first audit. Mr. J. Roller, Michigan Mister, man, Daytona. There's just so many of you guys. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the love and support that you guys give myself and my family. And pick up a camera. You want to help Highdesert and you want to help the movement, pick up a camera and come help us, man. Record your area and keep your area accountable. If you have any questions, you know, my number is 760-605-8249. I'm not even close to being a celebrity. I'm just a guy that picks up a camera and goes out and puts our government to the test. So if you are interested, give me a call. Please, if you want to help, like I said, pick up a camera, join the movement, and help get our country back to where it's supposed to be. So thank you again thank you again, Brian. I'd like to once again thank you, Brian King, for doing this interview with me, man. I appreciate it, and thank you for all you do. And to all of you guys, please be safe out there.
You can't make it hot, swing, yo.